Because now it's your turn.
Okay.
Where's my boy at? I thought he would have been in the comments, man. Decorius, where you at?
I meant
You
to hit him up
asked.
too. But
You asked for this. He probably got like 50 forks. He probably got a nice. He ain't got no plastic forks. He got all metal forks for you, Joe. To let you know, man. I told you.
oh,
Now we,
man.
yeah. Now we Quinted to win it, man. After that, I don't even know what to call that, man. That rematch, they got y'all back, man. Your quarterback wasn't there, but they got y'all back, man. And Big O playing the song somewhere. That get back you know what, right? 44-22 loss to Detroit. Had the whole city of Detroit getting buffed up. Dan Quinn comes out and says, you know what, I'm just gonna take over the the defensive coordinator play calling from here on out. Joe, not Joe Witt, Joe on the show. How you feeling, man?
I'm Quinted to win it. I like that. All right. So what's going on is Joe Witt is still part of the staff, and he will be back in the booth after one day of being on the field. He'll be back in the booth assisting Dan Quinn like they were back in Dallas. Exactly what Dan Quinn said. It'll be the same setup for Witt like they were in Dallas. All right. And DQ will be officially the play caller going forward.
Oh, this gonna be
And
good.
he said Joe Witt Jr. took it like a pro, like he is. He said the news good. He didn't, which I expect, obviously. And maybe Dan Campbell motivated him, Tomo, because Dan Campbell took over play calling against us, and they had a season high yards. So they didn't even punt the ball against us. So maybe that's the case. But and look, man, the reason why the change is made because the defense is horrible. It's disgusting. Now, don't get me wrong, we have the most injuries on our team than any other team in the NFL. Do you know that as much as Dave rattled off all his injuries, do you know they're second behind us? Trey Amos is now out for the year. Another key injury on our cornerbacks.
Today's defense, that was Friday.
Okay, more injuries.
Today's defense, that was Friday.
And we got more injuries too. And Payton's got suspended. That's another dude ain't probably won't play next year. I mean, next week.
Like, I'm gonna say, you know something we don't know?
Well, he got suspended, but he appealed the suspension.
No, you said Payne won't play next year. I'm like, you know something we don't know?
No,
He leaving?
He won't play. I said next year. I'm sorry. He won't. He as of now he won't pay. He won't play next week against the Dolphins. He did appeal it. We'll see what happens. He did post a video of him getting punched first, so that might help it. So the defense is horrible, Tomo. The defense is 30th right now in yards allowed. They're 31st in yards per play allowed. Woo. 25th in third down percentage conversion on defense, right? 30th in takeaways. 30th. If you're already bad, you're not taking the ball away. It's disgusting. And 29th in points allowed per game. Tomo?
29th.
Now,
Who's 30th?
like we're terrible, man. We're just terrible. And is it too late for Dan Quinn? Because I know he came. The chorus came in the chat and says too late. Maybe it's too late, Tomo. Maybe it's too late to turn the season around. Only time will tell. But this is to see if the problem is play calling or is the problem the players or both. That's what this is about. Because Joe Witt and Dan Quinn are really close. That's his guy. And last thing he's going to do is just fire him without. Let me personally see what's going on. Let me personally put on the headset and let me personally run the defense against a Miami Dolphins team who just had their best win of the year against the Bills. So we're going to have it's going to be an extended trip in Spain, and we're going to be around more than usual. We'll have more togetherness, and we're going into our bye week. So let me just take over and see what's going on. Now, do I believe that Joe Witt Jr. will be here? No. Maybe, but he won't be the DC no more, in my opinion. Maybe Dan Quinn is saying, I'm going to field train Joe Witt and show him personally how it's done. I hope he don't do that because he already did that in Dallas. Right?
I was just about to say that. I'm like, what more you need?
He already did that in Dallas. So I think Joe Witt is either going to get fired or he's either going to get demoted. But he won't get back to DC play calling duties no more. Now, people are also talking about Cliff. Cliff need to get looked at too. Now, Cliff is safe. And the reason why Cliff is safe, because your superstar player on his team is Jaden Daniels. and that's his offensive coordinator, and he has success with Jaden Daniels. And last thing you want to do with your young rookie QB, not rookie, your young sophomore QB, is to switch up another play caller and change it up from day one. So Cliff, he either gonna be a head coach next year if he decides to leave, or he's gonna be our OC next year. His seat is safe at least for now. But like I said, I do not believe Joe Witt will do the job back.
All right, I just want to address one thing because I know Kev typing like I don't know what right now. We know a quarterback in our division that changed offensive coordinators like people change ties. So some people would say they said your boy was better than half the quarterbacks in the NFC East last year. He should be able to deal with a new offensive coordinator, right? And even coming into the season, most of y'all suspected that if the season goes the way you all were projecting it, that Cliff wasn't going to be here anyway. He probably would have took another head coaching job. So I think that right there, you may have to get mentally prepared for. You touched on it before I could actually say something because I was going to say it's not just a defensive coordinator that need to be talked to. He trusts Cliff to just do his thing on his own because now as the head coach, you spending more time on the defense. It's just like I'm seeing it in Dallas. Once you talk to the defensive coordinator, your offense kind of comes down some. So are you saying, you know what, JD5 not here? I'm gonna let you run that, and then we'll see how things go on game day. Okay. I want to ask Dan Quinn this: if I was in the media room when we get our passes, I can't wait because I'm gonna start asking people crazy questions. They might kick me out, but hey, I would have said, Dan, why wouldn't you just wait until after the bye week to make a decision like this? So then your players can actually get prepared for this. I mean, you are going on a trip. Joe, you said it's an extended trip, but why not wait till after the bye week? I mean, you've waited this long. You already know that your quarterback is out. Or was the game on Sunday just too much to bear that it's just like, you know what? The penalties, the players lashing out at the ref, he was defending himself now because we've seen the full video, but players swinging on other players. Again, it's just the penalties is really where it's at. But this goes back to what you said in a few topics before. It goes back to coaching. Like, what is going on with the head coach? And this is why a lot of the fans around the area, we talked about it, are calling for his job. They're just like, you know what, Dan Quinn got to go. I told you, I said it in the chat, but I told you, I was like, look, Dan Quinn, JD5, Josh, and all the new regime, Adam and everyone, you see what you did in DC? You gave them lobster, steak, shrimp. You had the finest hookah, and you was feeding it to them for almost a year. You got all the way up to, we don't got love or dream no more, but you got all the way up to the VIP spot, and then said, you know what? I got oodles and noodles for y'all. If you from DC, you like, nah, we ain't taking that. You could at least brought some mumbo. You could have brought some wings and some mumbo sauce or something. Like, we ain't about to go like that. And this is why they want Dan Quinn up out of here. They're like, you're not going to tease us with one of the best seasons. Because, Joe, hashtag you don't know my pain. What have you been saying for years? We know what it feels like to win 3 games. We just told everybody we got the best quarterback in the world. And now I got to sit down and I got to eat humble pie a year later. Like, you can't give me 2 years? I understand why people want Dan Quinn gone. But again, injuries, calm down. It comes with the game. So no, Dan Quinn calling the plays, I would have just more so waited till after the bye week. Now you get everybody a chance to, decompose, woosah a little bit. Because who knows? What if Joe would go down there and y'all beat the Dolphins and he called a good game? Now it's in the back of your mind like, okay, we might got a chance. It's not an X-Bow name like Joe said. We still got a chance to make the playoffs. And then Dan come out and say, yeah, in the bye week, I'm going to take over as a defensive coordinator. Now you got more hope. You're like, oh, Dan calling the plays now. Joe upstairs, we seen what he did. Now, after this, Adam Peters, you on the clock. Because if Dan start calling the plays and the players still look bad, now you on the clock. Because it's the personnel. Take it away.
See, waiting to the bye week, this shows me him making a decision now. His belief that we can still turn a season around. You could turn a season around at 3-7, but 3-8, Tomo, it's probably over. That means you go 9-8, and you go 9-8, and you try to if you win every game after going 3-8, you're 9-8, bro. Like, what are your chances of making the playoffs at 9-8 unless you are in the NFC South? But outside of that, how are you gonna make the playoffs? And also, Payne and Kinlaw. I don't care how much you get hit first, you gotta keep your composure. And Dan Quinn said that's not who we are. He didn't like that what Payne did. And Kinlaw touching the referee. And the commentator, he did a great job. They are gashing us up. And Kinlaw talking trash. We just get a penalty. We just got a penalty. And Kinlaw is in Jared Goff's face talking trash. And then right after that, Jahmyr Gibbs scored a touchdown when he got pushed in. Remember he got pushed in by St. Brown and them? Basically got bullied into the end zone. Right after Kinlaw talking
That's the
trash.
play Amos got hurt on, right?
I'm not sure, but that's a play where Payne's punched them when St. Brown scored. But I'm not sure that's a play where Trent Amos got hurt. But what are you doing, Kinlaw? And fire Dan Quinn, yo, can this fan base chill, bro? I mean, you sound like the Sacramento Kings. Like the Sacramento Kings went and got Mike Brown and won Coach of the Year his first year. And then after 1 year, he gets fired. And do we look even better? No, we are terrible still. Why not keep him? You have to build a foundation. Mike Brown came and changed the culture and raised expectations. What did Dan Quinn do? He changed the culture and raised You are mad because the expectations are high. You get rid of Dan Quinn, guess what? You're back to the bottom. You want the new owner to beat Daniel Snyder after you complain about Daniel Snyder your whole life. So these spoiled fans who got spoiled for 1 year, that's it. Ungrateful, spoiled fans. Because this is being ungrateful, Tomo. This is forgetting what happened last year and not understanding what is really going on this year. I mean, we did, even though some of us, like myself, was happy about it. We came into the season with the oldest team. Shout out to the Corys for saying that we got the oldest team. We also got the most injuries, bro, than anybody in the NFL. The most. And that's including your starting quarterback, who was the sole main reason why you got far last year. And then Terry McLaurin only played 1 game with him. So don't get mad at Dan Quinn. Get mad at Terry for holding out. Get mad at the defense for being trash. Be mad at Joe Witt for being the best schemer. Don't get mad at Dan Quinn because the coach is still there. It's just the players are not performing because we don't have the players to perform. Marshall Lattimore is trash. He is. I'm sorry he got hurt. He's garbage though. He been getting cooked all year. Mikey Sanders-Drill, he got to be better. So for those who's calling for Dan Quinn's job, that's why you are in the stands. Because if you had a job, you won't be no better than the Giants GM. Come on now. Let Saquon Barkley walk. Let Dan Quinn walk like let Saquon Barkley walk. So be quiet. And lastly, Tomo, I never been a dream. I never even heard of Dream, bro. I don't even know
what Dream is. I said love. You don't know what Dream is?
I never heard of Dream, but I've been in Love, Ibiza.
That's Dream.
Which one? Ibiza used to
Dream? No. Oh. Dream, Love got changed to Dream. Backstory, there's a lot of backstory behind it, but Dream used to be, Love used to be Dream. So.
Okay. So Dream was Dream first, then it was
Love.
Yeah. Oh, see, by the time I was going, it was Love.
See, I wasn't going. See, my what's the name? Folks. My uncle used to be a security guard at the door there and Republic Gardens, so that's how I know about it.
Oh, okay.
But
you said where? You said
Republic Gardens.
Oh yeah,
on U Street.
Okay. You bring about old memories, man.
Hey, look. See what I'm doing? Because that's what's happening to these spoiled fans. That old memories coming back, and that's why y'all ready to fight Dan Quinn.
Man, they ready to fight Dan Quinn.
Like, man, look, I was with you. I'm like, I wouldn't fire Dan Quinn, especially because you don't know what else is out there. Like, I understand, but I also understand being upset. But
hold on, I do want to mention. Carl said I didn't hear you mention Adam Peters. Adam Peters has a lot of pressure this offseason, Carl, because he gave up a lot of assets to get Lermy Tunsil, who hasn't been playing like an all-pro this year, by the way, who gave a lot of assets for Marshawn Lattimore, probably the worst trade in the last 2 years, because he gave up three draft picks playing that, man. And he
said y'all got them picks back, though. One of them picks y'all got back.
No, we got the Jahan Dawson trade. We got picks from Jahan Dawson trade, but no, we got.
I think when y'all got Lattimore, y'all used a trade from somewhere else.
Yeah, we use one of the picks for Dawson trade.
Okay, because I remember
one of the picks that we gave up, bro. Like one of them.
Yeah, so, I remember the deal.
and signing all these, bringing Ertz back, bringing Bobby Wagner back. At the time, it looked good, but right now, Bobby Wagner is a step slow, bro. He's not the same, bro. He is not the same, and Zach Ertz isn't either.
I mean, Father Time is undefeated. But like I told you, Joe, if you could just put on a number 55 jersey and fall on the quarterback every now and then, you be all right. But Bobby Wagner's a linebacker, so you got to move around. I told you put him on the line. Look, even Von Miller gets to the quarterback sometimes.
I mean, he got alignments. He's his arms, bro. Man, arms, right? And it's out the car. He said, besides the fans who want Quinn gone, probably the same fans who ain't repping the Commanders no more. Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, Joe, I know. I'm glad you got that rank because I can't wait for you to post that reel. But shout out to our brother Tony for asking this question because Joe, that